But I say to you, tonight is a special night for the people of Carriacou and Petit Martinique. Those who hear tell the others, Brother Nolan Cox is officially the caretaker of Carriacou and Petit Martinique. And I say to you tonight, come see a man that is ready to represent the people of Carriacou and Petit Martinique. I say to you, come see a man that is ready to do better for the people of this constituency. Come see a man that is going to continue the recovery efforts as a man who knows what he's doing. I say to you, I have all confidence in Brother Nolan Cox that he is going to move Carriacou and Petit Martinique forward. Right now, I am concerned about the direction that you are going. And I cannot say that you are going forward. I don't know where you're going, but I cannot say that you are going forward. Brothers and sisters, as I walk through the streets of Carriacou today, it has been a very painful experience. The very first person who spoke to me, guess what she said? She said, Miss Pierre, could you talk about it tonight? 5 months now my husband has been working and he has not received a salary. This is a woman with children. This is a woman who is trying to make ends meet in a home, working alongside a partner who is unable to bring home a bread when night comes. Brothers and sisters, what does this say about what is happening in Carriacou and Petit Martinique? But it is not just about that woman. Brothers and sisters, I met people today who said that they are still sleeping on the tarpaulin, as you were told tonight. Still having to move their children from place to place so that children, asthmatic children, would not get wet. Brothers and sisters, I met businessmen who said they are questioning whether it makes sense to continue. The situation in Carriacou and Petit Martinique is dire. But you know, brothers and sisters, I feel your pain tonight. And I could only imagine what you are going through. Having to live under this condition. And at the same time, like all of us on the mainland, having to deal with the rising cost of living. How do you make it on a day-to-day basis? And you know, if we had a caring government, they would bring relief to the people of Carriacou and Petit Martinique in an extra special way. Because you are dealing with two things at the same time. Absolutely, we are concerned about what you are going through. And we wonder, how are you surviving? How are you making it on a daily basis? Because you know what? We are affected so significantly by the rising cost of living. We wonder, how do you add that on top of the crisis that you face here? And the kind of government that we have, on top of that, they are supporting an increase, a further increase in the cost of electricity. I say to you tonight, do not give up hope. Do not give up hope, because I have all confidence, as I said, in Brother Nolan Cox, that he is going to turn things around for the people of this constituency. Cost of food up, cost of medication up, cost of water up, cost everything you can think about. Up, 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 up. And as I said, on top of this, you're still getting wet. On top of this, favoritism in the distribution of material in this constituency. And talk about wastage. Speakers before me spoke about the playing field, but let me just add one dimension to that. Brothers and sisters, think about the hundreds of thousands of dollars that was spent to move the garbage to the same place Brother Cox said it should have gone in the first place. But not just the hundreds of thousands that were already spent. Brothers and sisters, do you know the cost of rehabilitation of a playing field under normal circumstances? Think about what it would cost under this circumstance. I say to you tonight, you are in a crisis and we feel your pain. But you know, brothers and sisters, I say to you tonight, these hundreds of thousands of dollars wasted could have been going to put roofs over your head. These hundreds of thousands of dollars could have been going to build a facility so that your children doesn't have to go to Grenada for a tertiary education. Brothers and sisters, this hundreds of thousands of dollars should have been the buffer for the rising cost of living that you are struggling with. Cost of living strangling people in this country. But not just the wastage, not just the corruption, brothers and sisters. I always say this, and this government has no conscience. No conscience. While the people of Carriacou and Petit-Matinic wetting, some people pray that the rain doesn't come, and then they pray again that the rain come, because Carriacou always need rain. But you know, while this is happening, brothers and sisters, your prime minister is spending $25,000 per month just to rent a house of his choice. While some people in this country, right here in Carriacou, still taking, as we say, a lodging from somebody else. People want to put out people from their homes, but they can't afford to do it because where do they go? Brothers and sisters, while this is happening, the conscience of our prime minister is not pricked, and he can spend $25,000 on a house that he's renting. I don't know what has happened to the conscience of people in government that you could report at the end of a budget year that you have overspent over $2 million traveling the world and hosting and having parties. Where is the conscience? So when the government says that they are going to give up 1 month's salary towards Project Polaris, I say to this administration, you must be ashamed of yourself, because this Project Polaris, you have not even given us a start date nor an end date. I say to you, give that money to the people of Carriacou and Petit-Matinic to put roofs over their head. Give that money to people in Carriacou and Petit-Matinic who are struggling to get back to normalcy. And then we probably would be able to say, well done. Brothers and sisters, Brother Cox spoke about the pending ban that we expect to affect the fishermen of this country. We are saying, take these monies that you are wasting and invest it in our fishermen, in our farmers, and do something to turn their situation around. You know, each time we talk about this administration, some people view it as an attack. Some people view it as us criticizing the administration. Well, I say tonight, we won't stop, because we have a responsibility to be the voice of the people of this country. Our very role as the opposition is to hold the government accountable. And any government that does not want to be held be in office. And that is why tonight I say to you, they can call us what they want. They can call us what names they want. It will not stop us from representing you, the people of Carriacou and Petite Martinique. So on Facebook, some people are called dunce and dotish and ugly and stupid just because they stand for their right, their constitutional right. They're attacked by those who are paid to act on behalf of the government and the National Democratic Congress. What a shame. What a shame. But I say to you tonight, NNP will fight for you. NNP will fight for you with every drop of blood that we have to ensure that better comes your way. And tonight I say, better must come. Better must come. And that is why you can sit comfortably knowing the next parliamentary representative will be Brother Nolan Cox. Brothers and sisters, this administration talks about building back better. And I don't know how people's conscience can cause them to say these things. You know, in December of last year, the government said that they were going to be building over 100 build back better houses in Carriacou and Petite Martinique. Brothers and sisters, coming down to the middle of the year, when the parliamentary representative was asked, how many houses did you build back in Carriacou and Petite Martinique of the 100? He fumbled and fumbled, and then he reported 11 houses. I understand in Petite Martinique just about 5. Brothers and sisters, a person who has failed to represent the people of this constituency should voluntarily resign after such poor performance. He should voluntarily resign, saying, I cannot make it. I cannot do this job. And I need a man like Brother Nolan Cox to take over the wheel. Brothers and sisters, the government promised 500 Grenadian-style houses. I am sure about 100 would have been for you in Carriacou. But guess what? Even in Grenada, we have not yet had one Grenadian-style house built under this administration. Now tell me something. Considering the 90% destruction of homes right here in Carriacou and Petite Martinique, what would a caring government do? Rush with the Grenadian-style houses so that you can have them here in Carriacou and Petite Martinique. Unfortunately, their focus and their priorities seem to be in the wrong place. Polaris, Medical City, Sod turning in 2025, 2026. Brothers and sisters, this administration must get their priorities right. Brother Cox mentioned the allocation as it relates to the budget for housing. Look at what this administration did. You wonder what kind of conscience, but what kind of thinking goes into the decision of the National Democratic Congress government. Brothers and sisters, after Hurricane Beryl, brothers and sisters, the administration allocated houses. And guess what? 40 million on the mainland, 20 million for Carriacou and Petite Martinique. No wonder why you don't hear Petite Martinique, Carriacou and Grenada anymore. Upside down. Brothers and sisters, this cannot continue. This cannot continue. And I say to you tonight, change lies in the hands of every person who is registered to vote in Carriacou and Petite Martinique. Change lies in your hand. almost every sector in Carriacou, from all reliable reports, is a disaster. Don't talk about education. Because if you talk about education, I am going to ask you, where is the area education officer? If you talk education, I'm going to ask you why, after more than a year, children from Carriacou are still in Grenada attending TAMCC. And I'm going to also ask you, what is happening now with the teachers who served in Carriacou? Are they being paid to stay home? Where is the vision of this government? Where is the vision of this government that we have 2 secondary schools in Carriacou? 2 secondary schools. And we could have run a program in the evening time to encourage and ensure that more of our students get an education right here. Children are separated from their families. Some people going through depression under the circumstances. I ask again, is this administration putting square pegs in wrong holes without any concerns about the implications for the people of Carriacou and Petit Martinique? Brothers and sisters, under the NNP administration, I don't even need to mention the achievements. Carriacou and Petit Martinique can boast any part of the world of the transformation that has happened in Carriacou and Petit Martinique under the NNP. The word transformation must never be used by the National Democratic Congress to explain anything that they have done so far. And that is why tonight, brothers and sisters, I am so confident that the NNP is the best hope for the people of Carriacou and Petit Martinique. It is your best hope. As a matter of fact, when we look at the political landscape in this country, I dare say the NNP is your only hope as it relates to the politics in this country. Brothers and sisters, I close tonight by referencing the throne speech that was delivered yesterday. So sad. Sister Clarice made reference, but I want to say this. When I read the document, because I was not at Parliament, unfortunately, when I read the document, my conclusion was that this was a whole list of recycled items aimed at fooling the people of this country to believe that your government is performing. Those who know better would understand what I'm saying. Brothers and sisters, a whole set of contradictions in that document. Things that the ministers of government would have said, check, completed, return in a throne speech as things that they plan to do. I ask yourself, what kind of group do we have leading this country? No wonder we're not going forward. Brothers and sisters, what I saw in that throne speech was a deliberate attempt to mislead the people of this country. When the government speaks about 5% growth, brothers and sisters, I say to you, it could only be 5% if you're talking about the performance of the NNP administration, 2022 and before. It could only be 5%. But what was most revealing for me in that document was when the government gave itself credit for good fiscal management. Man, these people brave. These people are so brave. Because I'm going to say to you tonight, there is no way that you could have good fiscal management if you receive $500 million in 2022 and in 2025 you tell us you have a deficit of $30 million. You have to be crazy to call that good fiscal management. Something has to be wrong. But brothers and sisters, it's not just poor management and poor fiscal management. Mismanagement in every sector that you can think about. Brothers and sisters, our diplomatic relations are being threatened because of poor management. Ministries are functioning on autopilot because of poor management. And I say to you, the hope as it relates to the political future of this country, as it relates to the development of this country, is the new national party. So that is why I say to you tonight, we are looking forward to a future where we are going to build on the magnificent legacy of the new national party. And I've said it before, we have done an excellent job in so many areas. But our challenge to ourselves is whatever we did great, let us work together to make it even greater. So when it comes to addressing the housing needs in Carriacou, when it comes to reducing the cost of living, when it comes to fair distribution of resources, we don't have to know our people. Once you are a Grenadian, once you're a Carriacouian, once you're a Petit-Martinican, Grenada belongs to you, and the resources of this country belongs to you also. Brothers and sisters, we are committed to building an economy, creating more jobs and opportunities for our people, and investing in our young people. In other words, I say to you, when you look at the team of the NNP, that combination of experience and youthful confidence and competence, I say to you tonight, NNP is coming back, and we're going to do even better. We're going to do even more than we've done before. So I ask you tonight, are you ready, Carriacou? I ask you one more time, are you ready? And because you are ready, I challenge you tonight, do what you have to do to cover Carriacou and cover Petit-Martinique too. Get registered. Do your work on the ground. And I say to you, without a shadow of a doubt, I am convinced that when the parliament is open after the next general election, you will be walking with your new parliamentary representative, Brother Nolan Cox, because the victory is in your hands, Carriacou. You know what better looks like, and I know you're not going to disappoint us. So God bless you. God bless Carriacou and Petit-Martinique.